you ain't fit to fight. A Snoopy human doesn't mix with kryptonite quite right. Sometimes the bark of the dog hits you harder than the bite. I write with a vengeance, ain't no time for remorse. Each word of the sentence comes at you with full force. Take a crooked cop and turn his ass into pulled pork. Little piggy got his ass torn by the bull's horns. When I was born I had a microphone attached to my palm. Smacked the doctor in the face with it for touching my mom. I basically just went insane with it, I couldn't stay calm. When I was old enough to speak is when I wrote my first song. Nothing wrong with the way that I'm expressing myself. You second guess it and you'll find yourself screaming for help. The next verse begins a story of a very angry man. Listen closely as the homie proceeds with Breaking Bad.
Cause he's mad, pissed off, Breaking Bad. He's been stabbed, knife straight to the back. Never change unless he takes a stand, fight back. He's a man with a plan and his life in his hands. Mad as hell, it's his life in a nutshell. Break the spell, this train is about to derail. Time will tell, will he prevail or fail? Ring the bell, his whole life's hanging by a nail. He's been pushed around, shoved to the ground. Now he's coming up to earn his crown and never back down. Tears from a clown with a permanent frown. They say he was a devil child, a little bastard never smiles. In and out of school cause he never follows rules. Nightmares would occur and he wasn't sure if there was a cure for the warrior locked inside, buried under pride, with nowhere to confide, and he had nowhere to hide. Such is life, he needed some advice to help him through the nights. He was lost in his head, he was walking on a thread with a life full of dread. And anger does spread when you wanna stay in bed. Showed up to school late cause he wanted to be safe. Had enough on his plate, stay in class on the break, trying hard to stay awake under a hoodie and a hat. Would he snap? Yo, the train's not on track. Cause he's mad, pissed off, Breaking Bad. He's been stabbed, knife straight to the back. Never change unless he takes a stand, fight back. He's a man with a plan and his life in his hands. Mad as hell, it's his life in a nutshell. Break the spell, this train is about to derail. Time will tell, will he prevail or fail? Ring the bell, his whole life's hanging by a nail.
Last day of school, these 4 years have been hell. 7th period, the whole class is waiting for the bell. Right when he started thinking, finally I have escaped. The dude in front of him turned around and slapped him in his face. The class laughed, to him that's a familiar sound. Face red with his head hung, staring at the ground. Looked up at the clock to see 7 minutes left. He stood up, threw a punch and left him sleeping on his desk.
Who would've guessed, the kid who always settled for less would put an end to the shit with the 1-2 step. All he said was who's next as he puffed out his chest. When people asked him why, all he said was respect. An unfamiliar word, a situation blurred, and his social status cured. He went home that night, people knew of the fight. His knuckles were sore, but it felt so right, and he slept through the night. Cause he's mad, pissed off, Breaking Bad. He's been stabbed, knife straight to the back. Never change unless he takes a stand, fight back. He's a man with a plan and his life in his hands. Mad as hell, it's his life in a nutshell. Break the spell, this train is about to derail. Time will tell.